Yes, 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 yes. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to what? Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast 2. I am your host, Angela Johnson, Miss J. And who do I have over here with me?
Janet Brown, I'm the
That's right.
co-host.
My co-host, yes. So I know y'all have seen the flyer, and October is breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness month. So we're gonna talk about breast cancer, and we're gonna talk about breast cancer and life after treatment. Okay, now whew, this is a tough subject for a lot of us, and because a lot of us have lost loved ones behind this disease. So we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this, but we got some information to give, and y'all know that's what this platform is all about. Education and information. That's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a part. We're gonna do a part. Thank you, Elaine. We're gonna do. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about breast cancer first. So what is Breast Cancer Awareness Month? What is it? So October the 13th is nationally recognized in the United States as Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Okay, that was October the 13th. We're a little bit behind, but it's okay. It's okay. Um, this month became nationally recognized in 1985, and initially the aim was to increase the early detection of the disease by encouraging women to have those mammograms. But it rose to popularity, and each year more and more attention was presented on this issue, which that it needs to be. It needs to be. So, um, the American Cancer Association estimate, and this statistic here that it was so alarming to me. The American Cancer Society Association estimates the breast cancer in the United States for 2022 are about 287,850 new cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women. Wow. This for 2022.
Yep.
Wow. About 51,400 new cases of ductal carcinoma will be diagnosed. About 43,250 women, and this is what we try to prevent, will die from breast cancer, will lose their battle with breast cancer. And this came from the American Cancer Society Association. And this is the statistics. Y'all, excuse me with my words. Y'all already know. This is my statistics. There we go. For 2022. For 2022. 287,850 new cases will be of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women. Wow. So what is the goal? Let's look at the goal of having the breast cancer awareness. What is the goal, right? So the goal is to get, of course, as many of us possible involved in the raising awareness and the funds to help support life-saving research and life-saving and changing support.
Right.
Definitely, we definitely want to bring awareness. We definitely got to do that. So, what is breast cancer? Let's talk about it. What is breast cancer? And I know when we hear that word cancer, I know what it does for me. It gives me a eerie feeling when I just hear the word cancer. It just does. So, what is breast cancer? It's a cancer that forms in the cells of the breast. Breast cancer can occur in women, and it is very rarely in men. In men.
Yeah.
Depends on the stage of cancer. It may consist of it depending on the stage of your cancer, it may consist of chemotherapy, radiation, and surgery. So now we all heard of the Susan, and I might say her name, Susan G. Corman. If I'm pronouncing that right, Susan G. Corman Association, right? Coleman. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. But we all know about this is one of the largest breast cancer organizations in the world, the Susan G. Corman. Right? Now, this was founded in 1982. And it was founded by her sister. Her sister started it. Since it was founded in 1982. The nonprofit has y'all listen at this, has invested more than $1 billion in cancer research and more than $2 billion in patient outreach, according to the CDC in their financial documents. And we all recognize the foundation, the Race for the Cure. We know about that. We know about that. The foundation's Race for the Cure is known as one of the largest breast cancer awareness event ever that was ever created. And it is synonymous with the cause of the pink ribbon. So when you see the pink ribbon and pink, you know what it's synonymous of, right? Breast cancer. This year, 40 cities across the U.S. will host the More Than Pink Walk for the Cure events, and will not every pink ribbon or breast cancer walk is related. Not all of every pink ribbon and breast cancer walk is related to the Susan G. Corman. The foundation is influenced hard to overlook. It's not the foundation's influence is very hard to overlook. So this Miss Susan G. Corman, she was actually not a celebrity, and she did not publish. She didn't publicize when she got sick. She didn't let it be known, and she died in 1980 at the age of 36. So after her death, that's when Susan G. Corman became popular. Came famous, not popular, came famous. That was after her death. So now we talk about cancer, breast cancer. Haven't y'all heard of this test that you can be given? It's to see if you genetically will be able to if you're gonna catch it or not, or have it or not, or are predisposed to getting it. So have y'all heard about that? I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I have. Because it is genetic. You're meaning that your risks are higher than the norm, because genetically, because of my mother's sister died of breast cancer as well when they way before I was even thought about being in existence. And then it just down through the line. It just those are genetic situations that we have to take into consideration with something like that. So they have a test that they can tell if it's genetic or not. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and it's called the BRCA, the BRCA. I might be saying it wrong, but y'all listen now. It's called, I might be saying it wrong, but it's BRCA, BRCA gene test. This test is a blood test that's done to determine if you have changes or mutations in your DNA that increase the risk of breast cancer, your risk of breast cancer. Mutations in either breast cancer gene. So it's when you got one and two of you got the BRCA1 and the BRCA2. And it significantly increased the risk of breast cancer. And this was done on this from the CDC on August the 12th, 2021. So it is a gene test that you can take.
That's good.
And it's called a BR. Like I said, I might be pronouncing it wrong. Thank y'all for coming in here. Thank y'all. Share this out, y'all. Y'all ladies, y'all share this out. There's some good information here. But it is a test that you can take that because if you notice a lot of your family members, close family members, is dying or having or being diagnosed with breast cancer, mother, sister,
Well,
aunt,
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
If you have any member of your family that has a breast cancer, you should take that test because, like you were saying earlier, early detection is the best. Because if you take that test, then you can start working on what you need to work on before to try to take the preventatives of not getting breast cancer. So that's great that they do have a test, and so I've heard of it, but I didn't know the name of the test.
It's called this BRCA, the BRCA. I might be saying it wrong, but that's what it's called, the BRCA gene test. BRCA, BRCA.
Yeah, y'all might want to take note to take that down, and then look that up and see how's it possible. What do they need to do? Is it a blood work? Is it a hair strand or whatever? You'll know.
Yeah, it's a blood test. It's actually a blood test. And they're checking your DNA.
Hi, Nisha.
Hey, Lanisha. Hey, Miss Elaine. Hey, the advisor. Thank you for coming in here. Thank y'all for coming in here. This is a very serious topic here. Very serious topic here. So let's talk about the symptoms. Let's talk about the symptoms. First off, when we're doing our monthly exam, if you see a new lump in the breast or underarm, under the armpit, all right, under your armpit or in your breast, thickening or swelling of part of the breast, thickening or swelling of part of the breast, irritation or dimpling in your breast skin. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something about that one right there in a few minutes. Redness or flaky skin in the nipple area or the breast. Redness or flaky skin in the nipple area or the breast. Pulling in the nipple or pain in your nipple area. I'm gonna tell y'all something about that too. Nipple discharge.
Yeah.
Other than breast milk, including blood.
Right.
Okay. Woo.
So that's just for coming out of the nipple area. That's not like a hair duct or anything like that, huh?
Right. This is a nipple. Your nipple. You see some discharge, some bloody discharge from your nipple.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Any change in the size or the shape of your breast. Pain in the area of the breast. But I want y'all to understand this. Keep in mind that these symptoms can happen with other conditions and it don't be cancer. Okay? I'll get ready to tell y'all something. But I want my queens to know this now. If you have any signs or symptoms or any of this that you're worried about, please go to your doctor. Now I'm gonna stop it right here and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna share something with y'all. I might that's right, Miss Davis. I might have already told this story, but it comes right in with this right here with these symptoms. A couple of months ago, I was having pain and stuff in 4:00 in the morning. It felt like somebody was stabbing me in this right breast here. And then I'm like, wait a minute here. It was on a Sunday morning. It was a Sunday night, 4:00 in the morning. I'm up watching TV, and after a while, the pain just started coming through. I'm like, wait a minute. And when I tell you they were coming through, I'm literally holding my breast, y'all. Yeah. Now here I go. I decided I want to mash it. And when I mashed it, blood came out. Oh, Lord.
Nipple?
Yes, came out of my nipple. This came out of my nipple. 4:00 in the morning, I saw that, and I literally had my hands were literally shaking just like this when I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, because I know we don't supposed to see that. You see what I'm saying? So I mashed it again, and then some white, thick something came out. Now that was a Sunday night. Monday morning, I'm calling my doctor. I'm like, oh my God, they couldn't see me that day. Now I'm panicking. So they told me to come in Tuesday, 7 o'clock. I'm up Tuesday, 7 o'clock, 6:35, 6:40. I'm about to walk out the house. Here they come calling me. They couldn't see me till Wednesday. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm thinking about going to the emergency room then. So when I got there, of course, he was asking me what happened and everything. And he did a test on it. And it came out. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. It dawned on me. It came back to me what happened that made that happen to me because I had forgot. So I got to thinking in there with him. I said, wait a minute. He said, first I want to ask you this. Because I didn't even see the bruise. It actually had a bruise on it also. I didn't even see that, right? He saw it when he was examining me. He said, I want to ask you a question. I want you to think real hard. I said, all right. He said, is this your first time waking up and seeing this? I said, yeah. He said, if anything happened, he said, think. So I got to thinking. Then it dawned on me the night before, my grandbaby, he was pulling his shirt off and his elbow went into my breast.
Oh.
Right? But see, I have forgot it. I forgot about it. And he said, well, I'm going to still go ahead. He said, it was a contusion. But let me tell you where the scary part came in for me again, y'all. He looked in my file, because y'all know me and Jay keep it real with y'all. He said, wow, Miss Johnson, I see you haven't had your mammogram in 12 years.
Oh, no.
I said, yeah. He said, but we gotta get that done now. Now the devil telling me no, because I was already finished with him, right? I could have walked on out the door, and some said, no, get it done. But I tell y'all, it was the scariest 30 days for me. I'm not lying, y'all. 12 years. I'm keeping it real with y'all. 12 years since I had my mammogram. This was a few months ago when this happened. As a matter of fact, this was last November when this happened to me. And boy, oh boy, them 30 days, I'm scared looking in the mail. So when that letter finally came, oh my God, I was literally shaking, scared to open it up. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I opened it up so slow. I didn't even open it up like this. I opened it up to the part where I saw the date, my name, address. Then I saw where it said, Dear Miss Johnson. So I pulled it out a little bit more. When I saw the word, we are pleased
to inform you.
Yes, Lordy. I heard you up over there. And when I tell y'all I cried my eyes out, let me tell y'all why I cried. I cried for two reasons. I cried because I was happy. And then I cried because I was scared at the same time. And it would have been, to me, it would have been all my fault if something would have been wrong with me. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. And something, if that would have been the other way, oh my gosh. Then I'm sitting here, I got to do better with that. I had to do better with that.
We all got to do better,
That was scary, y'all.
That's why we're here, because we know that Angela's not the only one that's putting off her mammograms, Miss Janet is not the only one that's putting off. We're not on here because we're saying like we're perfect and we get everything
done. Tell it, Janet. Tell it.
We're on here because we need to encourage one another, because we need to take this serious about our mammograms, because like she said in the beginning of her conversation, early detection is the key to survival. If you catch it in time, you can turn it around. You know what I'm saying? You can live longer. You can do things. I was reading just a little while ago about certain foods you should and should not eat and things like that. Being able to do your checks more often. Now, you're supposed to get these checks. That check that Angela was telling you guys about, these women, those self-examinations should be done 4 times, 4 to 7 days after your menstrual period.
After your menstrual, that's right.
Yeah, so we need to know that. Yeah. And women that, like me, postmenopausal, women need to check every month on the same day. So those are little clues of how to be able to catch, you know what I'm saying, of something changing in our body, in our breast. Because our breast is that's why women don't need to be playing around, you know, with getting all these augmentations to their breasts. My mom used to always tell me, leave your breasts alone.
Yeah.
Just don't be messing with your breasts. Don't be trying to get them lifted and reduced and all that. Don't be messing with your breast. Your breast is like a very delicate part of your body that is very sensitive. And all those little lymph nodes and glands in there, you don't know what you igniting. You don't know what's growing in there. And it could get spread by you not knowing what's there. So we want to make sure that we do that.
You're right. You're right. Because that's what he said happened. He said what happened was it had burst a duct in there because the ducts are real thin. My son, my grandbaby, Elba, he's real big, and you know, and when he went, the cuff got stuck on his wrist, and when he went to snatch it off, it hit me dead into my nipple. I mean, that elbow got right in it. You see what I'm saying? And I hollered, but I wanted to cry so bad, but it would have scared him if he would have saw me crying. So he said, Grandma, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. Grandma, okay. But I have forgot that's what happened. You see what I'm saying? I forgot it. So like Janet said, we're not up here, you know. Yeah, I had put it 12 years, y'all. 12 years. I'm being honest. Until last November when I had it done. Until last November. 12 years.
There's somebody asking a question about what if you don't have a menstrual cycle anymore? And so how do you know when to do that?
That's the postmental. That's what you read out about the postmental.
We should do it every month on the same day. So that's how we're able to, you know, detect some change. Like me, I don't have that anymore either. But I have to get on the same, whatever day you check it. Because regardless if we have a menstrual or not, we still go through the same stuff.
Right. You're gonna go through that. You're gonna go through that motion just like your cycle trying to come back on. Because I don't have one either, but I still get them symptoms as if it's trying to come on. So that day that you notice that you can count your days, right? your invisible menstrual cycle, right? Your invisible one. That's when you go and start. Okay, this is the day my invisible cycle is supposed to be starting. That's when you go in there. You be checking. You be checking because you still gonna go through that.
Yeah, you're still gonna go through it. That's the body.
You're still gonna go through that.
That's why it's called the change. The body is changing all the time. The body really changes like every decade. You know what I'm saying? The body starts changing from the time we're born. But
God is able. That's right, Lanisha. That's right.
He sure is, and He willing. He willing. He ain't just able, but He is willing.
Well, exactly. Exactly.
But He gives us common sense, and we need to follow directions because He gave these gifts to men. You know what I'm saying? That how to do breast examinations, medication, chemotherapy, things like that.
That's right, Janet. That's right.
Women got to also know that when we are fatigued and we suffer depression or lack of emotional support, may have their immune system compromised. So if we're going through some type of emotional issues, our immune system is compromising and we're more susceptible to getting something like that. So that's why it's important that we do these examinations every single month.
Exactly.
We need to always do that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Depression and all that.
Exactly. Yeah. So what the stages of cancer, right?
Yes.
After someone is diagnosed with breast cancer, doctors will try to figure out if it has spread it. And if so, how far. The process is called staging. It's called staging. The stage of the cancer describes how much cancer is in the body. It helps determine how serious the cancer is and how best to treat it. Doctors also use the cancer stage when talking about survivor statistics also. So here are the stages of breast cancer, y'all. This is where I want to show share my screen.
Okay.
I got it already pulled up. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay. So let me see, is it a way I can bring it up? Let me see. Full screen layout. Let's see.
Okay.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah, it got stage 1, stage 2.
Right, there we go. All right, so let me move this right here. Hold on. Comments, because I want you to be able to see. So this is stage 1. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 4 stages.
Okay.
This is stage 1. In stage 1, it says cancer has formed. Okay. Cancer has formed. Tumor is 2 centimeters or smaller.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Has not spread outside the breast. Small clusters of cancer cells are found in lymph nodes, or no tumor or tumor is 2 centimeters or smaller. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's stage 1 right here. That is stage 1. Let me see something. Okay. Can y'all see that better?
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it.
Okay. All right. So that's stage 1. Let me scroll up.
Go to stage 2.
Yeah, let me get it to move.
And y'all can pinch your screen, and then you can, make it bigger, because that's what I have. And pinch my screen, open it up, my fingers.
Right. So hold on, let me
And then you guys might want to jot down or take a screenshot of it, so you have it for future reference.
All right. So that's stage 1 we talked about, right? And this came, and I'm gonna put the website down. Where this came from. I'm gonna put it down. Okay, so that was stage 1 right there. All right, let me scroll up.
You're in stage 2 right now.
Now there's stage 2, right?
Okay, scroll it back down. You scrolled up too far.
Oh, what about now?
Bring it down now. There you go. 2.
We good. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. All right, stage 2. Here we go. Stage 2, no tumor or tumor is smaller than 2 centimeters. Cancer is also found in the lymph nodes or the breast. Tumor is larger than 2 through 5 centimeters. Cancer has not spread to lymph nodes. This is stage 2.
And that's a good thing. If it has not spread to lymph nodes.
Not spread, exactly.
Yeah, good shape.
All right. Now I'm going to scroll up. Now, Jan, let me know if I go too far.
Okay.
We good?
Okay, so it's between 2. If you go over, you'll get to the 3, because if you scroll up, it's going straight to 4.
What about that now?
It's going to 4. Where's the 3 at? You need to go over.
Okay, hold on. Let me take it out of I think I got it in the big mode.
Yeah.
Let me take it out of the big mode. All right. Can you see stage 3 now?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, hold on.
Let me take my squeeze down. Okay. There it is. It's over there. Mine was just too big. Yeah, I can see it.
All right. So y'all see number 3. Okay. Mm-hmm. So number 3, it said, you see it right here. Y'all see the difference right here, ladies? You see? Stage 3, no tumor or tumor can be any size. Cancer has spread to the lymph nodes, or tumor is larger than 5 centimeters.
Oh, wow.
Small clusters of cancer cells are found in the lymph nodes or the breast. Tumor is larger than 5 centimeters. Cancer has spread to the lymph node. Y'all see the screen? Y'all see the screen? See it right there, right?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. Now I'm gonna move up. Let me know how.
If y'all don't see it, if anybody don't see it, feel free to type it in the comments, because she's did a lot of research for you to benefit from it. So she wants to make sure that you see it.
Exactly.
If you don't see it, just let her know. Just put it in the comments.
Exactly. And what I'm also gonna do, I'm gonna go in a few minutes and put this picture up under the post, up under the thing.
Okay.
All right. So here's stage. Okay, can you see? I need to come up. Can you see stage 4?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Wow. There's stage 4, y'all. You see stage 4?
Mm-hmm.
Cancer has spread to other parts of the body.
That's over.
Including organs and bones. Most often spread to bones, lungs, brain, and liver. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's a wow.
Wow. That's a wow. That's a
Yeah,
wow.
that's a definite wow. Appreciate those photos.
That's a
So
wow.
those photos, kind of give you a view of where something like that is growing in your breast that is not okay,
Exactly.
and it spreads like super fast. It's
Mm-hmm.
she's showing you the pictures, but it really spreads fast. And 9 times out of 10, once you've been diagnosed, the doctors is going to set up some type of treatment right away,
Exactly.
like same visit. I have
Exactly.
many family members that, like I said, my mother's sister and my sister-in-law, which is like a sister to me and one of my best of friends. She passed of that a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's nothing to play with. When they finally had discovered her breast cancer, uh, she she was already at stage 4.
Wow. Wow. Y'all ladies, y'all please pay attention. Please pay attention. Y'all share this out. Y'all share
They
this.
gave her 5 years to live, um, because they did an ectomy on her, meaning that they removed her entire
Mm-hmm.
breast.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if they do, so there's a treatment that they'll give you that can really, it can help you, but it can also harm you. And meaning that when they go in to do it, it can allow, if they do the wrong type of treatment for you, but they don't know, they got to take a chance on doing it. And then they try to remove it, they could lose a couple of the beads, that come from the cancer,
Okay.
and it can float into the other breast, and then you'll end up, with this breast. Now, if you had it in your left breast, now your right breast, you come back later
Yep.
and find out you
Mm-hmm.
got cancer in your right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
she was like, what should I do? Should I get both of them? Because they were asking, what I'm saying? They said, do you want to remove both? She said, but I don't have cancer in this. And it was so sad. She was so beautiful. And I'm not funny or nothing, but she had the most beautiful breast that you would ever want to see on a woman. She
Mm-hmm.
had big breasts, but they was beautiful. And they
Mm-hmm.
were firm. And it was like, and she was, me and her were the same age, but she had better, tighter body, and, it was very complicated. She talked to all the family members, should I get both of my breasts removed, because I'm afraid that I might, the cancer could go to the other breast. So it was just really sad, but she had to get it removed. And a lot of the estrogen went to the other breast, after she got that one, and it made the other breast become much, much larger. Um, and it was just not a good thing. It was so sad.
Mm-hmm.
And she lived her 5 years, and a little bit above over, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then just went on hospice. And some
Wow.
things that happened after treatment, and that way we're going to get into that as soon as
Right.
Miss
Yeah, I'm getting ready about to wrap it up on my part. Right. So diagnosing breast cancer can be found by a symptom, perhaps a lump, thickening of the skin, or inflamed skin. It can also be detected by a test. What's that test? That mammogram.
Yep, that's it.
Mammogram, ultrasound, or MRI. Even before an official breast cancer diagnosis, most young adults find it themselves.
Yep.
That's the truth. We find it ourselves. We in our shower.
She knew too. She knew with her and her situation. She had felt that not long before she ever got diagnosed.
Wow.
But
We
we
afraid to
just don't
talk.
take it serious. We don't take it serious.
We're scared. We're scared.
We're
I
scared.
mean,
Yeah.
it's scary. And I mean, cause like I said, when that happened to me, when I saw that blood come out my nipple, yeah, I was literally shaking, and I was about to I was panicking. But like I said, if that would have been the other way, it would be my fault. Cause 12 years,
Yeah.
no, that's unacceptable. That's
Yeah.
I kicked my own self in the butt a long time ago about that. When I did.
Yeah.
I did. So the signs and symptoms, I read them out. You got a lump, a thickening of your skin, a rash, a dimpling of your skin, and it looks like an orange peel. Y'all know how orange peel look, right? So if you look at your girls and somewhere on your breast is looking like got to look like an orange peel.
Yeah, looking like they got little dots or dents.
Right, little dimples. Right. That looks like an orange peel. We got to go see something about it now. Redness and swelling, introverted nipple or itchy or scratchy or scaly nipple. Excuse me, itchy or scaly nipple.
So it's mostly focused on the nipple. It's mostly focused on the nipple because
exactly.
Sometimes you have these little like I had a duct. Like you got the, like you got like hair ducts. And so it was up under my breast. I say up under my breast because I have very large breasts, and it was up under my breast, and I noticed there was blood on my pillow, and I was like, where does this come from?
Right.
And then, it was on my sheets, and then I noticed that, and I couldn't figure out where it came from. I still had not figured it out. But then when I took off my bra that night, it was in my bra. So I started checking it out. I'm like, oh man, I was just like you. I went crazy. I'm like, oh
yeah,
no, I got cancer. I got cancer. So I went to the doctor, and they checked me out and did the mammogram and everything. But it wasn't. It was up under the breast, so it was a clogged duct.
A clogged duct. Y'all heard it was a clogged duct.
So it's very painful too because it swells up and it becomes like a blister. And then when you lay on it, you don't realize you pop it and it bleeds like it bleeds like blood and slimy stuff.
Yes, y'all do. I know that's what you're talking about.
So and I was scared after that too. But we don't need to wait till we get scared. We don't need to do that. We need to do what we're supposed to do. Get our annually mammograms. Miss Janet is going to be on it too, because I can't just talk about it. We got to be about it. We got to try to save our lives for ourselves. We got to save them for our grandchildren, our children, the people that love us. We can't just lay up there and don't care, about, and then just start acting like we care all of a sudden. Now, we got a lump. Now we got
right. Exactly. You're right. Yeah. Let's just keep it 100. You're right, Jan.
That's what we're doing, because I know I did that same thing. I waited till something happened, and then I'm like, oh, I'm scared. Oh my God, what's going to happen to me now? But like you said, what if it went the other way? What if it went the other way? See, and so we don't want to wait till that happens. There's certain foods that can then cause things, but while no known food can cure cancer, eating certain foods and cutting down on others can be preventive measures. So a lot of foods that we eat, you guys, they really are cancer factors. And following the right diet could reduce your risk of cancer risk by up to 50%.
Wow.
So we need to really look in that. That's half, y'all.
Yeah.
Half, up to 50%. We can reduce the risk of catching cancer, getting cancer, not catching cancer, getting cancer.
Right.
And like you said, early discovery of breast cancer remains the most important step in altering the course of breast cancer. But in this regard, 3 key measures are regular breast examination, annual examination, and your doctor mammograms. We want to make sure we do that. We want to cover just a few things that, that was very touchy for me. That, how do we get through this after treatment? There have been many people, like there's treatment from radiation, chemotherapy, ectomies, all these different things leave you in a physical and a mental state of mind. How is it leaving me?
Exactly.
After the treatments, because we say, okay, the treatments is fine. We got the treatments gonna, go on. And that's gonna help us to extend our life. It's gonna, because that's what it's about. But what after all the treatments, like when my sister got her breast removed, was her life back to normal?
Right.
Was she normal mentally? We know she wasn't normal physically, because our physical appearance do affect us mentally. Do you feel like a full woman still?
Yeah.
You know? How is your love life now, by the way?
Yeah, I got some when you finish, I got a couple things, 1 or 2 things. I actually found an article of a young lady after treatment. I got that saved too. Life after breast cancer treatment. I read that and I was like, wow, I'm gonna share this, that I got it already pulled up. But
okay, we want to go ahead and you want to
yeah,
go ahead.
let me I'm gonna go ahead on and finish this part. So get to know what is normal for you. You know your body. Get to know what is normal for you. But please see if you see anything unusual and out of the ordinary, y'all ladies, please go get it checked out. So current mammography guidelines recommend screening mammography starting at 45 or 50 unless you are at high risk of the disease. So it's important to understand the breast cancer risk factors. If you find something of concern, if you find something of concern, a mammogram, ultrasound, or possibility MRI is for the breast may be ordered. So here are just a few tests. The common tests of for breast cancer diagnosis. Once you have received a breast cancer diagnosis, you will undergo a whole lot of testing. One of them will be the bone scan, chest X-ray, CT scan. That's gonna scan your whole body. Your CT and CAT scan, that scans your whole body. Liver scan, MRI, your PET scan, that's called positron emission tomography. This scan works by monitoring the use of your glucose. So they're going to be looking at your glucose, your source of energy throughout the body. Cancer cells use more glucose, there we go, than normal cells do. I didn't know this, y'all. Cancer cells use more glucose than our normal cells do. Wow. Finally, before starting chemotherapy, a test is determine your risk of reoccurrence. I didn't know this neither. I didn't research. It's going to be a test that's going to be given to you that's going to determine if it's going to be coming back or not. The most common test is I don't know, but it's ONCOTYPE, mammoprint. And that involves examining a piece of the patient's tumor to estimate the risk of reoccurrence if no additional treatment beyond surgery is received. And these tests provide the guidelines on whether chemotherapy should be recommended. So that's the whole thing with breast cancer, y'all, and bringing breast cancer and awareness. So what now we're going to do, I'm going to turn it over to Janet so we can talk about life after breast cancer treatment.
Well, we got about 15 more minutes and we're going to try to make this real quick because I just kind of like to keep it plain and simple. I don't want to get too many overwhelm you because we just had 45 minutes of, what breast cancer is, and the different treatments that you can take, that you would have to go through if you are diagnosed with it, And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have already looked into some of those things because you can find most of those things on the internet. But once you get through those treatments, life does not remain the same still. Just coming from a mental state of mind, with family members that I've had that have went through those treatments, and I went with her going through those treatments, losing loved ones, and to this monster, of a disease that's an enemy to mostly women, but we have animals that even get cancer, like pets get cancer. Cancer is a serious killer, and breast cancer is a life-changing developmental thing, because it doesn't just, even though, they said it went into remission, they removed all the cancer, you're great. And, and you're thankful, at that point, you're so glad my life is saved. But then after that new smell wears off, then you start looking at yourself, and how do you get through that? How do you get through looking at myself with no breast as a woman?
Exactly.
With men it's different. Their chest is basically flat anyway. But a woman, how do you get through those things? You know what I'm saying? Well, I suggest that you seek some type of therapy. They have groups for women that have hotline groups for women that have had, you know, bilateral ectomies. Like both of their breasts removed, one breast removed, and things like that. Treatment that takes out your hair, changes your whole look. You lost your breasts, your hair is gone, things like that. There are hotlines and there's classes and stuff like that that you can join to help you to regroup your, just get your sense of wellness, back together, not just your physical, but your mental. Because if your mental wellness is not good, then your physical wellness is at jeopardy.
Exactly.
And that's why I was saying earlier that women that have some type of depression, if they're going through, it compromises our immune system by 50%. So it's really important that we seek the proper help for mental health so that we can keep ourselves level, because it puts us at a very high risk to, focus on the negativity that's already there. It's on something that we have is totally out of our control. My sister, her husband, then they end up getting divorced. It was
Wow.
horrible. There's so many things that can happen during that uh, after after treatment. There's so many things that can come along with that. Like I said, the new smell wears off. You're thankful to God that you survived it, but after a while, that's not the only thing that's going on in your life. You have to get used to a whole different lifestyle and of getting up and looking at yourself.
Exactly.
Every day in the mirror, and then wonder how your spouse is looking at you and how they feel. And it may not be nothing, but it's all mental.
Mental. It's all mental.
Because now you got a whole different body, and you have to adjust to that. And that's what those hotlines are for. So I'm pretty sure that, I don't have any available, but Miss Angela probably will do some research. And when she posts the others, I appreciate if she can post some of those too as well. Because like the one that you said that you had looked up, that one young lady, Angela,
yes,
you have that already pulled up. That's one that may be very helpful for that particular situation. And I just wish that, that she knew something about that. And I think it would have helped her to be around other people that have the same experiences and going through the same thing that she was going through. That's important,
It's important to have support. Support groups. Exactly.
We need that
scary.
Support. So, don't think that you're in it all alone, because stress and breast cancer goes together. In the Journal of Acta Neurology, Dr. H. Baltrash explains that extreme or prolonged stress may reduce the body's anti-terminal defenses. It's in the immune system. So women who are fatigued, suffer depression, or lack of emotional support may have their immune system compromised as much as 50%. I cannot say that more. So, by you having that mental state of mind right, that's what you got to focus on. Mental health is everything.
Yes,
we got to have our mental stability stabilized. When you see yourself slipping into that, you need to reach out before that happens. Reach out before that happens, because it's going to happen. I cannot imagine it. I cannot imagine waking up without my breast.
Yeah. Just imagine the ones that don't, have them double mastectomies. They had to have it, and it's something for it that we women love our breasts. You see, we love our breasts. And but I want to show. You talked about.
Before you do that, I want to introduce them to this jw.org.
Oh yes, yes.
Y'all go look that up, because it has the articles there. It says Keys to Survival. Keys to Survival. So in that particular article, it can help you with knowing exactly, it has all the points of how to look out for, breast cancer, how to go through about the treatment, and also early detection, It has it about treatment, like I said, and also
wow,
right down here, stress and breast cancer. It goes through everything. The article, will help
okay,
you.
I'm gonna type that in while you say, tell me it again so I can type it down here.
Yeah, it's called, it's on jw.org, but it's called Keys to Survival.
jw.org.
Yes, jw.org.
That's it, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just put that in there.
It goes off and tell you, it just says, that if you've heard a news report that a killer was stalking your neighborhood, would you take measures to protect yourself and your family? Likely you would lock and bolt your doors so as not to invite an easy entry. You would also keep on the watch for suspicious looking strangers and report them right away. Should women do any less regarding a killer disease like breast cancer?
Wow.
What measures can they take to protect themselves and increase their chances of survival? And that's the way we need to look at it. Like that's a stalker, a killer out there. We need to take the proper measures to
That's
protect
right. That's right. Oh, Janet, that was good. That what you just said, we need to look at it like it's a stalker and a killer out there. Do y'all remember how everybody was so scared about these white vans riding around, grabbing up women? That's what we need to have the mentality. But when it comes to having bringing breast cancer awareness, look at it that way. Now there's that white van out here trying to grab us. You see what I'm saying? That's a very good analogy right there. What you just said, Janet. Very good analogy. But when you made the statement about how things gonna be changing, how's our marriage, how's our love life, how's this, right here. Let me see. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? No. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see it? Oh, I know what I got. Duh. Duh. I thought I could screen share 2 at a time, but okay, here we go. There it is right there. All right. Y'all see that, right?
There it goes.
All right. Life after breast cancer treatment. So changes to your body after treatment. This is what you're going to find changes. You got to think about your bras now after surgery. Right? Y'all see this? Mastectomy tattoos. Everything you need to know about getting them. Somebody want a tattoo,
Yeah.
Managing the side effects. What? Common menopausal symptoms. We already know a lot of them symptoms are hot flashes, coupled with hot flashes. Here we go. Dealing with fatigue. Here we go. Sex and intimacy. This is life after treatment.
Yes, ma'am.
Life after many people experience vaginal dryness and the loss of libido after treatment.
Wow.
But it's okay. You can get it back. You can get it back. And then moving forward. Moving forward gives you the tools that you need to adjust your life beyond primary breast cancer treatment. It's a foundation called moving forward. That's and coping with anxiety and stress and depression. Here we go. Yeah. You said it, Janet. You said it. Stress and anxiety. Mental health toolkit. Low mood and depression. Janet, you called it. You called it. You called it. You showed it. These are some things right here that we're gonna be you deal with when you're dealing with breast cancer. These are things that you deal with. That's life after treatment. The hot flashes, the tiredness. Got to figure out what kind of bra you got to get now.
Yeah.
You got to figure out all of that, ladies. But still, look at breast cancer awareness and that van that's trying to grab people, trying to grab us women.
Yep. Look at him as it's a stalker out there.
Exactly. It's a
killer.
It's a killer. Exactly. So I hope this brought a lot of good information. I know I went in, but y'all, this is killing a lot of queens. This disease is, and I went in like that. I had everything outlined what I wanted to talk about. I know I went in, and I do apologize. I apologize about that. But I wanted to give y'all some information. I want y'all to hear some stuff. And that's why I did that.
It was very informative. Those are things that a lot of us don't even know. Some things you brought forward, I did not know. And I know I've studied a lot about breast cancer because it runs in my family, So, but those are things I did not know. So, you know, that's what you're here to inform the people, to help one another, to build one another, and educate one another, you know, because we care about one another.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's what this segment is all about, because we love you and we want you to love yourself just as much.
Just as much. So with that being said, we'll get ready to sign off. Thank y'all for coming. What you want to say, Jan?
I just want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you that just stopped by, or if you know, make sure that you check back and get the post on that. I want that also too, Angela.
Yes, I see. Yeah. I'm gonna screenshot and put it up under the
And that we go get our mammograms. Do not put it off. Go. Yes. Done this month.
If you're afraid, do the buddy system.
Yes.
If you got a sister, you got a mama, they grab them and say, come on, let's go do this together.
Yeah.
Make them appointments together. You got a daughter that's old enough to start having them.
I'm gonna go get mine done. I'm gonna go get mine done. I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna go get mine done.
Yes, yes. And like I said, it could have been terrible, y'all. 12 years.
We pray for each one.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, they did find but it's called calcifications.
Oh, okay. I see.
They did find it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all that they did find some they call calcifications, cystatic breasts. That's what it's, you know, fibrocystic, something like that. They had them.
Y'all, there we go. All that coffee. Coffee will make you have cystatic breasts too, because it'll allow.
Tell it. That's what the doctor told me. Yep. You're right. She's telling y'all the right, because that's what my doctor said to me. Sure did. And I left it alone. I've been this, you know, hey, but that's the only thing they found. But y'all know, just could have been worse. But thank God, y'all get your mammograms. Gad your mama, your sister, your aunts, and if anybody had them, y'all go do that together and help save each other's lives. Because early detection does save lives. Yes, y'all have a good one. Y'all share this out. Y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Yes.
Replay. Thank y'all for watching the replay. Bye-bye.
Good night.